Welcome to our trip to Australia. So we have found Australia on our map and on our globe, and we have our beautiful book, and we're going to look at the book first before we unpackage this beautiful collection to look and see how we can use it with our children. So here we go, here are the children at this preschool. Remember, this book is 20 years old. And it says here that a lady called Barbara Langford first came across Montessori when she was looking something for her young son. And she ended up taking her Montessori diploma, having no idea it was going to lead to a career in childcare. So in here, the Australia is thanks to JSC Montessori Preschools. And the quote of the day is, "By offering the child the story of the universe, we give him something 1,000 times more infinite and mysterious to reconstruct with his imagination, a drama no fable can reveal." So this is the beautiful pictures from this book for our Australia page. And I'm going to close the book and just pop it over here because we have so many things to go on our work mat today. Let's see what we start with first. So in here, there's a beautiful collection of little postcards. Lots of little postcards. So I'm going to take all of these Australia postcards and I am going to place them into a wallet from my Australia basket. So I have some wallets empty. So these are out of my cultural baskets. They're brown to match the continent colour. I have 2 or 3 in here. I've been waiting for resources. So I'm going to put these on my mat, but I'm going to have this pouch with them ready for when we pack them away. And we'll start off and we're going to lay these across here for you to see. There we go. We'll start with our postcard collection, which can lead to lots of conversations with the children about things that are traditional to the country that you're looking at. So I've popped mine on the mat here. There we go. That's our first little display and conversation is about our postcards. What do we have next? Let's have a look. Wow, this would be lovely themed for our writing area. We've got some beautiful stencils to go around. I think this must be a duck-billed platypus. Here we go. So I'm going to place those out in a little group here as well. All of our beautiful animal stencils. There we go. So I'm going to place those down. So we've now brought into our studies some literacy, some early writing skills. There's also in here a beautiful little sticker book. So obviously with the stickers, once you've used them, that's going to be finished. It's not a process here that we can keep repeating, but each page is identical. So if you had a little group of children, they could have a sticker each and make their own scenery with them. So I'm going to pop them here with our animals. Coins. Now children love coins, so to have a coin collection from your country is wonderful as well, and they can compare them with coins from other places. We could do weighing with the coins, we can look at the numbers on the back and do recognising our numerals on coins. So a lovely little coin collection is a really lovely thing to have as well. I'm finding more photographs and postcards that I'm going to put in my pouch here. Let me see if I can turn a little bit while we do this bit. There we go. So you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. Super. Lots more lovely pictures here. So if you had little animal models, you could make up an activity with postcards and match your animal models to the pictures. That's a lovely activity too. Another great way to get a wonderful big picture that's reasonably economical, doesn't cost too much, is to have beautiful tea towels. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the pictures on that. So I'm going to lay this out and we could talk about what's in this picture, and we could match objects to it as well if we had them, couldn't we? Now I've also been sent this lovely book, The Wales Year, because whales don't live in just one place, they travel. So this is a wonderful book to have out wherever you're studying. And I'm going to quickly show you the pages because it shows us an introduction about, this is the blue whale. The blue whales are the biggest animals in the world. Wow, how big are they? We could measure them. We could use our number rods or our red rods and work out in our garden and draw the size of a whale and see how many children it takes to lay down the length. They're enormous. There we go. He stays in warm water in the winter and then they move. Here we go. I'm going to quickly show you because in this book as well, it's lovely. There's actually a map of the world showing us the whale's journey through the year. So to extend on this beautiful book then, I would bring in from my cultural area my cards here in my pouch. This is a marula tree pouch. And in here then I have the parts of a whale. There's my whole card. This is the humpback whale. So with 3-part cards then we lay out the card with the words beside them in a line. I'm going to quickly do it. Not as I would if I was doing it with a child, but I want to get them laid out so you can see. So I'm going to put my whale cards across here to extend my learning because the children were really interested in the whale book. There we go. And then underneath those, let's turn me around so you can see them. Underneath the picture and the word, we have just the pictures to match. And then we have just the words to match as well. So we've already extended our learning now into the parts of a whale. So that's a wonderful extension on this work. I'm going to fold up my lovely, beautiful whale 3-part card holder and just pop it over here next to that piece of work. Oh, and they're really interested in the whales and what goes in the sea. So actually, I also have this lovely set of cards about sharks of the world. So we could place this out as well. And this is just a naming one. So this is all the different sharks and their names. So that could have a place over there as well with my whales because the children were really interested in that. So that's how I've extended today. We could have looked at the initial sounds. We can play I Spy with these. We can turn the cards upside down and name one and see if they could find them. You could make these cards in pairs. You could have a lotto game. So if your children love sharks and whales, lots of different ways here to extend that activity. So I'm going to put that over on my mat too. But back to our basket, what else have we got? We have got some lovely little stampers. So on our stationery area in the classroom, where we have using maybe a clock stamper or a date stamper, we could change for a little while and have our little Australia stampers. We have some plants here. We have a traditional bracelet as well, which is lovely for an opening and closing activity. I think these are eucalyptus berries. So this is really lovely. These are dried berries. And they have a set of cards in them, numbered from 1 to 12. So the children can place this out just like they would cards and counters and do a number activity. And in here as well, there's also some lovely stamps. So stamps make a wonderful collection. So collecting different pictured stamps. And stamps are quite cheap even to buy packs secondhand because they're not as collectible as they were years ago. I mean, years ago, every child would have a stamp collection. These days, it's, you know, not so much of a hobby. So a beautiful stamp collection, and add to this a magnifying glass, and the children can really look at the fine details in all of these little stamps. So another fabulous activity, bringing in a tool. I'm going to put my number activity in there with my, I'm just going to take a few of these little dried berries out and just pop them with my numbers. Just so you can see what we've done. I've popped that one out of the way now. Let's see what else we've got here. We have more coins to add to our coin collection. Another stamp. Oh, we also have some beautiful books here. So Living with Our Bush. So this is really lovely. All of our plants to name. Another lovely map. All the vegetation that's native. So with this then you could bring in things like your leaf cabinet to extend as well. So we'll put this one over here. Oh, this is one of my favourite books. I love this. I mean, I was taught this as a song, Waltzing Matilda. But what I love about this book as well, it also has the meaning of the words at the back, and I didn't know the meanings of them. So I'm just going to do one page for you. Well, I might do a little bit more. Let's see if we get carried away. So, Waltzing Matilda. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of the coolibah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, a waltzing Matilda, Matilda my darling, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came a jump buck to drink at the billabong. Up got the swaggy and grabbed him with glee. And he sang as he stowed that jump buck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Down came the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Up came the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Who's the jolly jump back you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. A waltzing Matilda, Matilda my darling, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Who's the jolly jump back you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. So it's a really lovely book, so I really like that one. So thank you for sending me that one, Lucy. That brought back lots of childhood memories because my dad used to sing that to me because he played the guitar. I'm going to put that lovely book over there. There's a really nice storybook about the man from Snowy River. So that's beautiful as well. It's lovely to have books. We have a lovely wooden stencil of Australia for the children to work with. So I'll put this over here too. And then we have some lovely pin badges. So another great opening and closing activity. You could put this out as children love little pin badges. These have different types of catches on them. So that's wonderful too. We'll put that at the back there. And then we also have this lovely little book about the dog called Tiny, who went on his adventure around Australia with his owner. And this has a map in it. We love maps and beautiful pictures that we can see of things around Australia. So another really beautiful book for our children. And then if we add into that the things that I already have in my bag as well. So I have things like the shells. We've got some coral to add to it. I have some more cards here for the children as well. And I think I have picture animal cards in this wallet. So a really beautiful trip to Australia. Here we go, let me have a look in here. So I have animal cards here in my wallet. And because this is my Australasia pouch, not just Australia, I have New Zealand in there. I have Indonesia in there as well. So there we go. So a beautiful, beautiful selection for our children to work with, to really inspire them as we travel around the world for today's journey. There we go, let me see which way I can show you best.